covered under discourage them from being involved in politics?
Well, the person that previously held this position would be going door to door, acting like he was representing the city. He would instruct people who to vote for while he was at City Hall.
Right. Or who not to vote for.
And I'm not saying that you're doing that, Tony, but I know that position, the person in that position used to. Yes. We just need controls, and the mayor's higher. The mayor has the authority to do things about it, but I think we need to put something in writing that strongly encourages our employees not to get involved, especially in this position, because this is one of the faces of the city.
I don't necessarily disagree. Talking about this, I don't know what the ordinance in place or code or something, because I don't know one. Could have been a policy, like you said.
But that would only apply to them over here.
Like I said, I don't know how far reaching put up a sign on the yard.
And I refer to the law department, but I don't think the Ohio Revised Code has anything to say about non-civil service employees. You know, I think that they've passed on that a number of times, that you can do, you know, that employees of cities have constitutional rights too, and one of them is to take part in the election process.
It only pertains to civil service employees.
Right. You know, and you know, so you know, I think that to go above and beyond what the state says is not really kosher.
I think it needs to not be going on at City Hall, or at least on city time.
Maybe it's something as simple as that. Not at City Hall on same time.
But the question is then, and I'm good with that, but you're making an assumption that Tony was doing this on city time. I mean, you said that's kind of the appearance.
Actually, if I may, and I'm not trying to defend, but what he said was, there's no way to say that it wasn't done that way. It's
Right.
not that he was saying
So
that I specifically did.
If we put that in, is that still going to be a question? What are our options from a legal standpoint? Do we have any legal thing to restrict people's inherent right to be involved in politics outside of their work time?
And if this really makes it easier, and if it's all about me, I'm not really very much into politics, and I have zero intention on walking the streets for anybody, unless there's a Burger King at the end of it. I don't anticipate that happening. So if it would be easier to just say, trust me, I just circulated some petitions because I was asked to. We're saying that it's best not to do that. I'm not, and this is no disrespect to anybody at the table, but I don't know anybody at the table well enough, nor do I understand the politics of Seven Hills, or nor do I live in Seven Hills, to suggest to anybody that I know who they should or should not vote for, because frankly, I really don't have the full scope of that. So, you know, with that being said, that's a well-known on the record thing. I don't know any of you or your political standings well enough to form an opinion as to who's the best person for any position.
It sounds like some of these First Amendment rights that we certainly have no authority to do anything about.
That doesn't stand up in court.
And I guess that was my point.
And I think the
But,
thing
you
with
know, it depends on exactly what it is you're trying to do.
And I think the thing with the county, and Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, you work there, they prohibited from selling tickets and things like that, getting money. It wasn't being sold. But the issue was coercing the employees to give money, buy tickets, that kind of stuff.
Coercing for anything. You know, maybe Tony didn't want to do this, maybe he's just telling us that he didn't. I'm sure he was a pain in the butt, I know what it's like getting signatures, but I'm sure he felt obligated to do it because he was asked.
Do you feel obligated?
No, and actually, it was really easy because I was at the Petersons' house who live on Karen. So I got about half of them there. And then at North Park for my son's baseball game, I got like Cervanka 2 sides.
It's just
Riley.
It's a terrible position to put any employee
I'll go back to the newly elected official seminar that we had at Cleveland State, and there was a discussion about the legality or ethics of things, and they showed. And so they showed a picture of Jimmy Moore and Frank Russo, and they said, even if it's not illegal, and it could be, perceived as unethical, and they held that front page of the Plain Dealer up, and they said, your name, your picture and name could appear on the Plain Dealer, even though it's not illegal. Okay, so if that's the risk you want to take, just be forewarned.
So is the main concern circulating petitions and doing anything on city time? Is that the main concern?
Of course that's a concern.
Isn't that illegal anyway?
Yeah.
So that, I'm pretty sure it is. So to campaign on city time.
Oh, yeah, no.
So it's not, I think, that's self-explanatory enough. That would get somebody fired. Anyway.
Didn't get the last person fired.
Well, I'm not the last person, so I understand that and I respect that law. So again, I understand, the appearance of it could definitely be left, and I consider myself to be a public figure in the volunteer work that I do in our community. So to me, that's just as important as I'm sure your reputations are to all of you.
And to Tony's point, talking about what Gerald McFall was doing, you worked down there for the county, that they were holding people up for money. They were
said,
yeah,
I'm
like I
not
said,
accusing anybody of doing that.
well, but I think that when you mention Gerald McFall in the same voice as Tony here, that's a whole other level of corruption. It's just, that's.
The only voice he has.
It's not
Well,
Tony,
but-
it's the
No,
people,
not Buck.
it's the mayor.
No, but you're
Yeah.
mentioning McFall.
Shouldn't have asked him.
Yeah.
Among many other things.
Well, but that was the main crux of his evil doing, if that's the this is that there was a money quote part of it, And like I said, you probably know about that when you worked down there. That stuff. But you worked for the county, so
I did.
I'll be the first to say, Tony was a friend. Just asked him to do it. I didn't expect anything back from him or anything like that. And he's had a
The same with me.
And
He
on the
knows a lot of
record,
people I know, and I was just like, okay, maybe get their signatures.
And I don't
And he
think Tony
did.
expected anything back from him.
and on the record, I've said very nice things about everybody at this table to people who, every single one of you, people who live in the city and are in your wards.
There's no quid pro quo like this. But it won't happen. So, point well made.
Can we restrict him from, can we restrict people from would that not be a First Amendment right?
I think you can. I think you can prohibit anyone from doing that.
Well, I'll tell you that I have no intention on doing it again.
There's a surprise.
Based on the fact that we had to have this conversation, it's just not something that I want to have a conversation about. So,
I'm okay taking your word for that. But if it happens with Tony or another employee, I think it deserves further discussion and some kind of action in the future.
I think we need to know what their rights are. We've got the law director saying that it's potential that we would be restricting their First Amendment rights.
it's
Tim
not.
had a good point. Legal is one thing, ethical and appearance is totally different.
And I agree
I
with
think
that, I
that's
would
going
never have
forward to
asked.
that.
But can you put a policy in place to restrict that? From an ethical standpoint, you know, that says,
I think the Ohio Ethics Commission has plenty of policies. I don't know all of them.
all right,
You know, the
They
reason,
may very well have
so what you're saying is it's
some
already
opinions
covered.
on it. Well, yeah, there are restrictions on our behavior, for sure.
The reason that we attended that, newly elected officials seminar was to point these things out, to say, this is not illegal, but if you don't want your picture on the front of the plain dealer, think about what you're doing.
And
That's all.
I'm
That's
not
all.
saying not to do that, I'm saying, I'm not sure we can put an ordinance in place if it's not illegal.
Well, we could have training, or, rudimentary training for new employees that say, you're now a public servant, and you have to be careful of things.
That's a
I could
reasonable.
check with your Ohio Ethics Commission and see if
That would
there's
be good.
something out there that might
Be a good handout to give to our employees, that, I'm good with that.
Think about it this way, you could shed a bad light on the city as a whole, not just an individual, it could potentially, damage the reputation of the city.
If people want to take it.
I think you need to train the employees, you need to train the people not to ask the employees. That makes perfect sense.
But it also helps to train the employees so that they know to say no, kind of like, I don't know, giving out tax information, that sort of thing, so, okay. You'll check with the ethics and see if they have anything. Matt, you said you had a couple of things, so I assume you have something else. Or did I miss here?
Can I, one last thing about that?
Yes,
So I'm good, right?
okay.
Okay.